Goedenavond en welkom bij 2 Meter Sessies. Zo af en toe hebben we een gast in de studio die bij leven al een legende is. Vanavond is dat Ian Anderson van Jethro Tull. Toen hij in 1968 met zijn groep begon, werd zijn muziek omschreven als progressieve rock. Werd hij vaak in één adem genoemd met Led Zeppelin of Frank Zappa. In de populariteitspols van de jaren 70 nam hij een voorname plaats in tussen tijdgenoten als Pink Floyd, Fleetwood Mac of The Moody Blues. Inmiddels is het woord progressief verdwenen, maar is de rock van Jethro Tull gebleven. En je kunt je gaan afvragen wat de invloed is geweest van Jethro Tull op de geschiedenis van de popmuziek. Wat je Ian Anderson ook moet nageven, is dat hij in ieder geval de dwarsfluit heeft geïntroduceerd in de rockmuziek. Ian, good evening.
Don't believe a word of it. Don't believe a word of it.
So are you aware that you're still the only one that is structurally working with the flute in rock music?
Well, that's not really true. There's the Moody Blues still have the flute when they go out and do their tours. But I guess to most people, I'm the flute player in rock music. Yeah. And I'm certainly the only one-legged flute player in rock music. So I have my little territory staked out and have my job, and no one can take it away from me yet.
You're going to do a number of songs tonight in 2 Meter Sessions. Which is the first one?
Well, the first one doesn't actually involve the flute. The first one is way back from the early days of Jethro Tull, when we were a little blues band playing in the clubs and pubs around London. And so from our very first album in 1968, we'll do one of the tracks that kind of set us up at the Marquee Club when I played harmonica standing on one leg. Because the truth was that it was actually harmonica I used to play standing on one leg, not the flute. But the press folks who came to see us said, he plays the flute and he stands on one leg. So they put those two things together. And then I had to learn to play the flute standing on one leg, because that's what the press wrote about. But that's the interesting story behind it. It's really the harmonica. But I shall play that on 2 legs, just to be difficult.
Right.
This is one from our first album. It's called Someday the Sun Won't Shine for You.
Together, I'm packing up and I'm leaving this place. I don't believe you'll cry, there'll be a smile upon your face. I didn't think how much you'd hurt me. Well, that's something that I laugh about. Bringing the good times, baby, and let the bad times out. 2, 3, 4. Really don't mind if you sit this one out. My words better whisper, your deafness, hey, shout. I may make you feel, but I can't make you think. Your sperm's in the gutter, your love's in the sink. So you ride yourselves over the fields, and you make all your animal deals, and your wise men don't know how it feels to be thick as a brick. Virtues are all swept away in the tidal destruction of moral malaise. The elastic retreat brings a close of play as the last wave uncovers the newfangled way. To be thick as a brick. And the love that I feel is so far away. I'm a bad dream that I just had. Said it's a shame. Shuffling madness of the locomotive breath runs the all-time loser headlong to his death when he feels the piston scraping time with her has got him by the balls. When he picks up Gideon's Bible, yes, it's open at page 1. I think that God, he stole a handle, and a train, it won't stop going. No way to slow down. Yeah, no way to slow down. No way to slow down. Yeah, no way to slow down. Oh, no way to slow down. No way to slow down. No way to slow down. No way to slow down.
Now, Ian, you wanted to do this session with smaller instruments, not the big setup that you normally use on the stage. Why this small setup?
Because we just came back from America from touring there. So we wanted to keep this simple. So we just brought our instruments. I said to the band, only bring to this TV show what you can carry in your hands, because we all have to get on a plane and no one to help us, just, you know, so one thing each. So I brought my guitar case in one hand and my mandolin in the other, and so it's a simple setup.
You're the one who created the sound together with the members of the band, of course. A lot of people mention you as one of their big examples of all time, and they always start talking about the sound of Jethro Tull. What is so specific about that sound?
I think when we talk about the Jethro Tull sound, it's a little bit more complex than just being a flute. It's the mixture of acoustic music, which is what I do in the band. I'm the unplugged guy in a rock band, and I think that has a special something about it that people recognize. Plus the very eclectic influences, you know, that come from Asian music, from classical music, from folk music of Northwestern Europe, and then of course Black American blues, which is where we began.
Yep.
And it's only when I realized that I was never going to wake up one morning and see myself in the mirror and see a black man, you know, staring back at me, that I thought, this is not really me. You know, if I'm going to be true to my origins, I should be, you know, trying to assimilate other music forms. So.
It struck me that, especially during the sound check, you sing very low, and the instrument should stay very low as well. Why is that?
Because it's like what happens when if I'm writing a song and the other guys come to start working on an arrangement. You know, we're just sitting in a room in my house, just sitting closely together and just playing quietly and developing the ideas for the song. So it's very intimate, it's very personal. I just like doing it just like it is as if we were at home.
Yeah.
You know, just making it very quiet and personal.
The sparkling wine is all but empty. Too late for trains and no taxis. I know the feeling seems all too contrived. There was no master plan, but the fact is, you must stay with me and learn the secret language of birds. A tentative dawn, about to be break. walking on a roof so garden with monkeys in hiding. The truth of the matter yet to be spoken in words on which everything's writing. Now stay with me and learn the secret language of birds. Now stay with me and learn the secret language of birds. Wicked and eloquent trilling. Lie in the stillness, window cracked open, extended moments, hours for the taking, careless hair on the pillow, a bold brush stroke, painted verse with a chorus in waiting. Now stay with me and learn the secret language of birds. Now stay with me and learn the secret language of birds. Stay with me and learn the secret language of birds. Yeah, stay with me and learn the secret language of birds. Yeah, stay with me and learn the secret language of birds.
Hoorzaal in Leiden. Jethro Tull deed in oktober, op de 20e oktober, in Vredenburg, Utrecht een optreden. De dag daarvoor was hij bij ons te gast in de Wisseloord 1 studio voor een opname voor zijn 2 meter sessie. En daar gaan we nu weer naar terug. It's a wide world out there, so much wider than a mansion. Can't quite put my finger on the pulse of your heart, softly beating just beneath the raw silk sheen that reflects the tints of autumn from the hills. So punch my name, and in case you wonder, I'll be yours, yours.com. Executive accommodation, bland but nonetheless appealing. Waiters discreetly at your beck and call. Place the tall sundown potion lightly by your velvet elbow while you compose a message on the wall. So punch my name, and in case you wonder, I'll be yours, yours.com. So punch my name, and in case you wonder,
and ready waiting, showered and dressed down lightly for the heat. Give a clue, leave a kind word, get us to a destination, a domain where our cyber souls might meet. So punch my name, and in case you wonder, I'll be yours.com. So punch my name, and in case you wonder, I'll be yours.com.
Another dead stop. Scary, isn't it, when those come? Yeah. Yeah, boy, that was loud.
That was loud.
That was loud.
That surprised me too.
It could be just that last note that said, oh, sorry, it all cracked up, went over the top.